What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Ultimate Team. This is episode number 45, and today, guys, I have a dual commentary with Eldenero90. Eldenero90 is, of course, a Irish FIFA YouTuber who you should definitely check out. He runs an Everton career mode, and it's really, really good fun. But yeah, this is a dual commentary with him. We decided to play 2 games instead of 1, so I hope you really enjoy it. If you do, please leave a like, and don't forget to check out Eldenero's channel. And yeah, I will see you for the next episode of My Ultimate Team very soon, and I hope you enjoy this dual commentary with Eldenero90. Okay, let's go.
Right.
What team are you using?
One that I haven't played you with before.
Which one's that?
It's this one.
Oh yes, this one.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent.
I see you've got a different team also.
Yes, I know. I just built this one.
Who's your man on the? Who's the silver one?
The striker or the left back?
Nah, the striker.
Renteria.
That left back, that's Schmelz or Schmitz. Yeah,
That's
he's
right,
he's
yeah.
actually really good. I really like him.
Yeah, he's not too bad. I thought he was going to be the weak link of the team, but he's alright.
Yeah, I did a squad builder with him in it, and everyone was like, "That left back is so shit." But like, I actually do think he's a relatively good player.
Is he? Did you do a squad build with Elia? Is that why you used him?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. There's
That's
no other
what-
reason for him to
I
be
know,
in
right?
anything.
Yeah. I'm sure he's in every single squad as Elia.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, cool. Questions on that.
Yeah.
You know, the stuff we're going to be talking about. The first question we have is from Charlie White, and he says, what are your opinions on George Zimmerman's supposed celebrity boxing match with DMX and all his shit paintings? Lol.
Great reading of the question there.
It was a great question. Great wording anyway.
I tweeted like the other day saying the fact that we're now classing Zimmerman as a celebrity is just symbolic of the downfall of our society. Because I don't really care about the boxing match thing that much. Like, they get organized an awful lot. A lot of the time, like, celebrity boxing matches don't actually end up happening for whatever reason. But I don't advocate violence or anything like that, but I think Zimmerman is just a really awful human being. And it's not even like the fact that what he did and because he was found innocent or whatever, well, not guilty. It's the way he acts, you can tell he's just not a nice person.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's being allowed to parade around as a celebrity because he took someone's life in a publicized case is bullshit. And I think if he had a shred of humility or empathy, like, he would keep a low profile, but
absolutely.
What a dickhead that guy is.
That's pretty much exactly what I was going to say, that there is literally no remorse or any kind of, I don't want to say respect for the dead, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's so, like, it's... Well, I went in then. There's literally no need for him to do anything of this sort whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? And it all it does is provoke a worse reaction, and there already was. And it's like, what does he seriously expect going to happen out of this? You know what I mean? It's awful to think that people are actually like excited for it as well.
I know.
Not just because they want to see this guy get beaten up or whatever, but also because it's like there are so many people that think what he did was justified. You know what I mean? And it's disgusting to see him get even more publicity than the bare minimum. It's disgusting, really.
I don't like the idea of somebody standing over a corpse with a smoking gun in their hand saying, "This could be my big break."
Yeah,
that's bullshit, to be honest.
It is.
It's a respect issue. It's just a basic fucking standard moral thing, and how does that not go in?
Jesus.
I don't understand. I would never ever say this about a celebrity I hate or whatever, but I really hope that DMX beats the living shit out of him, because that would be awesome. And I'm not really that kind of person. But
No.
I just think if he was to get the beating of his life, he might just take a step back and realize that.
Exactly. Yeah. Because
that
on his mind, it's not, okay, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to disappear, if you know what I mean. It's like he wants to actually make some kind of career, not boxing career, but some kind of career out of this.
Yeah. He wants to be like a socialite type.
Yeah, and it's that is just disgusting,
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, I was unlucky. Anyway, so we both agree it's cut.
Yeah. Fuck that.
The next question is from Showers, and he says, I can't pronounce this. Neck nomination, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, neck nomination opinion.
It's weird. I hate 2 people in Ireland have died because of it, and a lot of people are like, oh well, they're fucking idiots anyway. It's natural selection, blah blah blah, and I don't think it's as black and white as that, because it's a situation that involves young people and peer pressure. So
yeah, absolutely.
Things can just get out of hand then. And like a lot of people are like, oh well, it's not the game's fault, and like it isn't the game's fault, but there is still peer pressure involved, and like if people feel that and they act a certain way because of it, and it results in like harm or whatever, that's not good. But at the same time, like I don't know, if I was neck nominated, for example, right, I can't really, like, I drink a lot, but I can't really neck beer that much because I have a gag reflex that is more powerful than some countries. But if I was neck nominated, I would just make a joke out of it, like, and you know, I'd be like, oh, here's some Coke and here's some Sprite in the same glass, except funnier than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I really don't think that we should just stop neck nominations altogether. I just think that it should. I don't know. It's really. I'm at a loss with how to kind of explain what I feel about it. If you know what I mean.
Why I've only just heard about it, and I don't drink or do any kind of, well, because I don't drink, I don't do any drinking games, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But I don't really know too much about it, but I can only assume it's a very, or can be a very dangerous thing.
Yeah.
And it does kind of frustrate me when you see people saying, well, if you're going to play a drinking game so stupid or whatever, then you deserve to, you know, whatever. And it's like, you know, as you said, there are influences such as peer pressure and, you know, trying to be cool or whatever and feeling obliged to do it. You know, feeling obliged to do it, which I'm not saying you can't control. It's not you're forced against your will, but it's not really as black and white as just, you know, taking a shit ton of, you know, whatever the alcohol consumption is, and then, you know, being blamed for it. There are other circumstances which are, again, not out of your control, but very influential.
Yeah, and that's a real thing. Like, you know, the people who want to outdo somebody and end up like doing something stupid that makes them like hurt or whatever, like that's a real thing that can be driven by many different circumstances. Like I know somebody with ADHD who, if you dared him to do anything, would do anything, and that's like, that's not because he's an idiot. Like it's not down to intelligence or anything like that. So I don't know, I guess it's just one of those things that,
well, it reminds me of planking, like how some people would plank in, like, you know what planking is, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately. It's like some people do the most ridiculous attempts at those sort of things where they'll do it on top of like a fucking balcony.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so, you know, well, obviously it's so ridiculously risky. And it's like you would look at it initially and think there's no need to do that, therefore if they die it's their own fault. And it's like, it's not as black and white as that, do you know what I mean? There's so many different influences that cause people to do this. And I kind of have sympathy for the people that do end up getting seriously hurt because of it. Because you know, it's never a case of someone just doing it for a laugh.
Sympathy sounds like a kind of like a cough syrup or something. Like, like this cough is really getting to me. You got any sympathy?
That's definitely getting copyrighted after this. Okay. The next question will be asked as soon as I get the ball off you.
As soon as you can see. Well. That's the end of that then.
The next question comes from someone who, James Abbott, and he says, thanks for doing this, if you're able to spend a day with any celebrity in the world, who would it be and why?
This is tough because like I get asked this a lot, like for any kind of video, like what celebrity would you like to meet, blah blah blah. And like like people who have been subscribed to me for a while or whatever will understand that I believe a celebrity is a product and not necessarily, they're a product before they're a person, you know? And if you meet them as a celebrity, they may still be like quote unquote in character or something like that. But I would pick Ellen Page just because I think she's lovely, and I would like to find out if she's really like what I think she is, or if she's a little bit different, like when she get past the whole like celebrity thing, you know. Fuck off, Cornigal scumbag.
I've scored so many corner goals with this team. She's like your dream woman, isn't she, Ellen Page?
Yeah, I think though she's probably like too small for me in real life, which is the only thing. But
how tall is she?
I think she's only like 5 foot.
That's mental.
I'm 5'10", so
that's actually mental.
It's a great ball, nice one. Yeah, no, I think she's just. I think she's just lovely. I don't know, it's weird. I've never really been I've never really had like a crush on a celebrity or anything. Like I'm not really that kind of guy. I don't really really partake in any form of celebrity worship, really. I mean, to some degrees, I guess everybody does, but
yeah,
celebrities don't really influence my life that much. But Ellen Page is just, I don't know, she's just nice. I like her.
Yeah. I would say, I don't know. I think I'd like to follow Eminem around for a day, just because I could try and get inside his head, which would be unbelievably difficult. But
yeah, he's very closed off.
Yeah, he's
he played in Slane in Ireland, which was like in front of like 100,000 people. I was there, and it's at this castle, and the guy who owns the castle is some famous guy, and Irish people will hate me for not knowing, but he met Eminem like before the gig, and he said that he was just absolutely shocked that the man he was talking to was the same guy who's been like such a controversial figure and such a vocal figure in like modern pop culture.
Yeah.
But he couldn't believe it because he just saw like a very, very shy and reserved type of guy.
Yeah, he's I don't know. He's just there are so many songs of his where I spoke to you about this before, where I just wished I was there when he was writing them, and when he was composing them, and just to know what was going through his mind and how he came up with some of the lyrics. But I'd just say Eminem, because I'd be sort of just in awe of him. He wouldn't even need to speak or anything. I'd just be staring at him all day. He's just awesome. But that's what I'd say. Oh wait, Ben Arthur. Oh no, I shouldn't have free balled that. I was going to be away if I would have cut himself inside. Sorry, you can keep going because I can.
Go and fornicate yourself.
Hey. Okay, cool. The next question comes from David Ridley, and he says, "Thought I'd get his surname in there just because." His question is, do you think? Question is, do you think euthanasia should be legalized?
Yeah. In any situation where the victim is of sound mind, then yeah, absolutely. I kind of feel like it should be an age-related thing, and that you should be over the age of 16 or something, because a lot of things like emotional, psychological growth and stuff like that can influence your, like sometimes like teen angst and all that shit can, I don't know, whatever. Let's pretend I didn't go on that weird tangent, but. I think anyone over the age of, say, 16 who is of sound mind and is suffering immensely should have the right to take their own life. And
I actually want to ask you a follow-up question to that, and it's something that I've found interesting, because I would also agree with what you said about euthanasia should be legalized, and the one thing I've always sort of wrestled with in my mind is when we talk about euthanasia, there's obviously a heavy influence on a person's physical health when we discuss it. The one thing I thought I'd ask you, because I've never really been able to answer it myself, because I always keep changing my answer to yes or no, but would you allow euthanasia if someone is suffering through mental health issues as well?
No, because mental health issues is like a kind of a sickness on the brain that can contaminate and warp your worldview to leading you to feel like something that you might not necessarily feel like under the right circumstances where you get treatment for it. So I think mental health issues should be a complete last resort, whereby if somebody has gone through like the best therapy available to them and like tried the best drugs available to remedy it, and they still feel the way they feel, I don't know, it's sort of an uncomfortable truth about our society that some people just don't want to live in it at all, because we're so used to this notion that life is life and you should want to live for as long as possible, and that should be the ultimate goal. Because I think especially with the breakdown of religious influences and stuff, that's pretty much what we're told, is that your life is just, you should live for as long as possible.
Yeah.
And I still believe that in some way. So I think, because of everything I know about mental health, I feel like I'm some kind of an authority on mental health at this stage, and I think that any mental illness that makes somebody depressed or suicidal can be fixed with something as simple as like serotonin, or like therapy and drugs and all of that stuff. I think it's possible to fix it that way.
Yeah, because I always sort of saw it that way myself, but I was kind of interested in your input on that because I've never actually asked you that. But yeah, no, I agree. I think euthanasia should be legalised. But I would say it is a last resort and a very big last resort at that. There would have to be diagnosed and made for sure, like by a certain group of people, and that they knew what they were doing. You know what I mean? Because I'd imagine that some people consider euthanasia. Oh wow,
good clearance.
Consider euthanasia, but it's not actually their clear conscience.
Yeah,
that, you know I mean?
That's why
it's influenced by like depression or whatever.
That's why I always say of sound mind, because I think that is essential. Like, it can't just be a reactionary or a chemical imbalance type issue. It has to be like this person is just clear in their mind that they want to go out on their own terms with their own dignity and all of that stuff. And for fuck's sake, finally!
Jesus Christ, that is some of the worst defending I've ever done.
Oh, come on.
Jesus. The next question comes from Andrew Clegg, and he says, what games do you play other than FIFA?
Can you pause it, please?
Oh, sorry.
My Drogba, well, you injured my Drogba.
Oh.
But games other than FIFA at the moment, I'm really into Battlefield 4. I think it's a fucking incredible game. And I used to play, well, on the PS4 I have 3 games. I've got FIFA, Call of Duty and Battlefield. But since I opened Battlefield and took it out of cellophane wrapper, which was before Christmas, I haven't even touched Call of Duty. So I'm pretty much exclusively Battlefield and FIFA now. But I was also a big GTA 5 player before the PS3 died.
Yeah, I'm so boring. I only play FIFA, and I would, I used to play Call of Duty, but I haven't got the new one for the PS4 because I can't afford it at the moment.
It's fucking useless anyway.
Is it?
It's not really. Like, it's just, like, it's fine, but it's not. I wouldn't fucking pay money for it if I knew what it was, if I knew what I was getting myself into.
Well, it doesn't really bother me because I only play for footage nowadays, and since my channel is exclusively FIFA, it's not really an issue for me. So
yeah.
But I'd like to try it anyway because I've owned all the Call of Duties, so it would be nice to have a go at it. But maybe one day, let's see if I can score here. Oh, that's a good save.
Yeah, he's a good keeper.
Save. The next question comes from Dom Upton, and he says, "What music are you listening to at the moment?"
Almost exclusively rap. Like, I obviously like.
How did he not get that in?
Because he's fucking awful. I've a pretty diverse music taste, I think. Like, not a lot of people not a lot of people that I know listen to as much music as I do, like, in terms of a diverse range and stuff. But over the last couple of months, like, I discovered My Dark Beautiful Twisted Fantasy, or whatever the actual name of that album is, and pretty much since then I've just been listening to exclusively rap, and, like, hours and hours of Limp Bizkit all day, every day, with the volume up full. But pretty much just underground rap. And
sorry, are you 13 years old, or?
No, I'm actually 12. I actually look like I'm 12. But no, yeah, rap music all day, every day.
Yeah, lovely. No, I'm versatile. I listen to anything depending on the circumstance. I can go from a bit of nice relaxing Joshua Radin to I don't know, Kano, which is not that relaxing, but
or good.
Kano's alright.
Eh.
That's like a no, but
yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's like you're entitled to think that way. That's cool, but you're wrong. So
yeah,
that was nice. Fuck off, Marina. Just
fuck off. Pace. It's crazy to think that a player with 84 pace doesn't have enough pace.
Yeah, true.
I should close this game. Oh no!
Come on, Remy, give us extra time. Fuck
yes,
you, Remy, you fucking scumbag. Oh, come on. Oh,
that's my throw.
There, nothing but a fucking.
Next question comes from Pibsy, and he says, "Will there ever be a world where religion is no longer relevant?"
I always wonder. Like, I honestly, I don't know. I mean, it would make sense to say yes, because everyone knows it's a dwindling thing in our world, but it still exists in poverty-stricken countries, and I don't know. I think as education progresses, religion regresses. Essentially, it's seen as a regressive thing in our society. But I think something will replace it. I think celebrity worship is akin to religion nowadays in what it does to certain people who are so hung up on their celebrity that they worship and stuff. But I don't know. I think religion as we know it is dying out, but something will replace it for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna the meaning of religion is going to change basically.
Yeah.
It's but it is definitely dying out. I mean, I'd imagine that by the year 2090, for example, there's I don't know, probably like less than 10% of the world that are religious. I'd imagine, because technology is, our scientific theory is vastly improving all the time, whereas religion is a dying art. It really is.
I think in the year El De Niro 90, everyone's going to be part of the Illuminati.
I should have said that.
Yeah.
I should have said that to promote your channel a bit.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's just okay. I won 2-1, so I'm happy.
Yeah, fuck you, by the way.
You had 11 shots and you had 3 on target.
Yeah, I'm not good. But think about that Remy shot that went wide. That was fucking bullshit. In the first half. Yeah. That should have gone in. I'm so bad at this game. You know what's really annoying, right? Is my record is it's 1-1, 1 win, 1 loss, and every time I claw it just to over, so I'm in the positive for wins and losses, I fucking just go on these terrible runs. It's I don't know. This has been my worst FIFA ever. Fuck this game.
This is funny though. I mean, I found FIFA 13 terrible. Yeah, I found this one, I wouldn't say easier, but I feel a lot more confident when I play games on this one.
I'm the opposite.
I don't know why, because so many people hate this FIFA, but
yeah, it's
I
fucking
think it's
awful.
alright.
You know what I think, right? I've liked every FIFA, since FIFA 11. I didn't like FIFA 12, not because of the game itself, but I didn't like the way other people played on it. I didn't like that there was no divisions, which obviously we didn't know about divisions at the time, but yeah. I was really uncomfortable on Ultimate Team because I used to just have a Celtic team and that was that, and I liked having it and that was my team. But every time I would go and play singles matches, I'd come up against some guy who, and you could see he'd have 82 chemistry and 64 rated attack and 22 midfield and all this shit, but he's still gonna have Bonlahor and some other cunt up front. And I would lose every game, right? And I was fine with that, but I didn't play it because of it. But I still thought it was a fine game. FIFA 13, I really, really liked. I liked pretty much everything about it, but I hated the way some people played. This FIFA is the only FIFA I've ever disliked because of the actual game itself and not the people who play it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, cheers, man. No, I agree with the most part. FIFA 12 was fucking awesome because I prefer online single matches so much. I have I don't feel much pressure when I play them, and that's why I love FIFA 12. My road to glory in FIFA 12 was the best Ultimate Team I've ever done in my life because I was so good at skills. Every single game I'd score at least one skill goal, And since then, it's become all competitive, and I don't like that. It's Ultimate Team used to be a fun game mode, and now it's all fucking competitive. You come against people in Division 3 and Division 2 with no other intention other than scoring the KSI kickoff goal and 1-2 chip through balls with Benteke and Sturridge and just cutting back all the time because they're just that desperate for virtual points. And that is the type of thing that puts me off playing Ultimate Team.
See, I don't really mind. I mind the KSI thing because that's the KSI kickoff thing. I should specify it's not KSI's fault. He didn't invent it.
Yeah.
But I obviously I hate that because that's part of the game engine that they just couldn't be fucking bothered to look at. But the people who play, people who sweat, whatever, that doesn't really bother me too much if the game works the way it should work, and this one does not work that way, and that's just what gets me. All the people in FIFA 13 who were crying out for online singles matches, I could never agree with them, and I could never even understand why. I think the Divisions is way better. But,
okay. I was always sort of I wouldn't say crying out for them. It's not I was a sort of a either give these or I'm not buying FIFA kind of thing. But I always just thought it's just a lot better to have that option there. I don't see why they would remove it. What was the point in removing it in the first place? It's what's wrong with having the option? Do you know what I mean?
I think
that's the point.
I think the online singles matches is the most exploitable feature of FIFA. You can just go and make a team right now that has Messi, Ronaldo, Robin, whoever else, all the best players in the game, and just bronze bench, and you will come down to a rating where everyone will want to play you, and you'll just fucking destroy every single person you can even change put Messi and Ronaldo up front so it doesn't get the full chemistry, and people will see you and they'll be like, oh my god, look at this guy, he's got 91 chemistry only, and he's got like 64 rated everything, and then they'll go up and play you and they'll lose, and it's just, it isn't fair, like, on the person, because it's easy to exploit, and I thought that was bullshit. That's what I hated about singles matches. Is it's just,
don't play online single matches.
Yeah, I don't, but that's why I didn't want them back, is because of that reason. But like,
you would be playing them, so it would be an issue.
No, but this is under the assumption that if they were to come back, that the divisions would have to go.
Oh, right, okay. If you went like replacing one for the other.
Yeah, like back, like in FIFA 13, that was the general consensus, was people would prefer that. Like, I know a lot of people did say I'd like to have both and I'd like to have the option, but the general consensus was divisions bad, singles matches good.
Yeah, that's fair enough then. Are we playing another game or what?
What time is it? Quarter past 9. Quarter past 8. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. People will just be mad at me if I say no, won't they?
Yeah, the 12 people that are going to be commenting.
Yeah. Yeah, what's with that? Fucking Google Plus has ruined YouTube for me.
Yeah, I can't stand it. That's just the excuse for me. It's nothing to do with the series being dead or anything. Blame Google Plus.
I'm going to invite you this time.
Oh, sorry, I just did you.
Alright, well then I'll just fucking go accept it. I was just going to say that in the interest of speeding up the process, but whatever. YOLO.
Do you know a movie that I was talking to about someone today? I was in an office, and have you ever seen Back to the Future?
Yeah. By the way, here it says I'm the home team here, so.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, here I am. I should be here. Yes, no, maybe. I'm just looking at the stadium screen on Ultimate Team. This is very odd.
Do you want me to quit and then come back?
Yeah.
This is riveting. Oh, wait. There you are.
Oh, yeah?
Look at me. Look at me now, Ma. No, yeah, I've never seen Back to the Future, and everyone was shocked by that.
Have you seen Star Wars?
I've seen 2 of them.
Fucking hell.
I've seen the one, my favourite one is the one with the green lightsaber guy.
Just stop.
What?
Just stop.
I'm trying to help.
The one with the green lightsaber guy.
Yeah, and all I remember from the film was you could see his corpse burning.
Right. So okay.
And also he fought the guy with the dual lightsaber, the red one, and he had a red mask on.
That wasn't a mask. That was just his face.
Oh,
so you saw Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Yeah,
which came out in like the year 2001.
Well, I was like 9 years old back then. How am I supposed to remember it all?
Fucking hell. That's just tragic.
What? What's your... Alright, have you seen... Oh, what a ball.
You can't really out Star Wars though. You know?
Right,
like, you can't out... There's nothing that I can say that I haven't seen that will be more shocking than not having seen the 3 original Star Wars movies as a child. Nothing.
Schindler's List.
I actually haven't seen that. You know what I haven't seen? You know what I've not seen that everyone gets really fucking surprised about? But I think if you know me and you know how serious and dead inside I am, this won't be too much of a surprise to you. But I've never seen The Lion King or like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs or any single Disney movie, The Jungle Book, like whatever. Like, throw some Disney movies at me and I haven't seen them. Any of them. Like, I never watched any of them. I used to watch Jean-Claude Van Damme movies and Steven
when you were
Seagal.
6?
Yeah, I did.
Seriously?
Yep.
That's crazy. Oh my goodness, how have I not scored there?
Oh, we're playing? Just kidding.
We were answering questions now, weren't we?
I think so.
This is going to be one hell of a video.
Yeah, can't wait.
Seriously.
I'm just going to flag it myself.
Goodbye. Come on.
No, fuck off. And then you're going to cut inside, and I still won't be able to defend it, because fuck this game, and then...
Oh, you dick!
That was amazing.
You dick!
That was fucking brilliant. Right, why are you fucking... Like, why can't I just get out my own fucking half?
Of course.
I hate this fucking game. Fuck off. I don't care.
What a strike! Tony Cruz is a beast. You still there?
Unfortunately.
Alright, next question. Comes from Luke. He says, it's a good question to cheer you up. Do you think it's fair that teachers expect students to remember 11 subjects, but they need 11 teachers to teach them?
Yes. Stay in school, bitch. I don't think. I think the entire education system needs revising. Like, or needs to be fucking redone. It needs an overhaul. You know, it's so fucking dated and stupid. Like, I remember walking to school one day. I just started secondary school, so I was in first year, and I was walking to school, and like you weren't allowed to get a locker until you were out of first year or something, and then they eventually changed that like halfway through the year. But I walked to school which took me like, I don't know, like 15 minutes with a bag that weighed about, like, I'm not really good at maths or anything like that, but I reckon about 2,400 billion tons. And like every single day, and my back was in bits because of it. I used to have to come home and sit a certain way on the couch just so that my back wouldn't hurt anymore. And like, that was fucking illegal. But because every single teacher from every single class had to give me homework that night, I had to bring those books home, and it was just fucking bullshit. Like, that needs to be fixed. Like, you can't have children doing that. Like, that's just not right, you know? Whatever way you look at it. Like, just stupid little things like that could be looked at without an overhaul. But like, yeah, it is unfair that you should have to do like 11 separate subjects all intensive at the same time. That being said though, like, the level to which you can learn and stuff, I think, you know, 11 like subjects is like perfectly fine for it, but when it's all intensive, all straight away, all the same night, that's just too much, I think, because what you're doing there is essentially like you're harming your ability, or their ability, to absorb information, and you're just like, it's just gonna turn into a cramming exercise. And
yeah, absolutely. The thing that always pisses me off is because I don't know how school has changed since I was there. I left school about 5 years ago now when I was 17, and as far as I'm aware, it's now compulsory that I threw away a 2-goal lead. Jesus Christ! It's now compulsory that you have to stay on until you're 18 in the UK. Is that true?
I don't live in the UK, so I don't know.
I just thought you'd know more than me. As far as I'm aware, it's been changed to compulsory to 18. I might be wrong about that. I probably am completely wrong, to be honest, and people are going to hate on me for it. There's probably kids watching this video going, "What? I didn't know this." But no. What makes me laugh is when it's like, you know, when you decide GCSEs, you get to choose like specific subjects to what you want to do.
Yeah.
Or, you know, and it's people that say things like, you know, it should be compulsory that a child takes this specific subject, like science, for example, and it's like, why? Do you know what I mean? Like, why is that child not allowed to choose? Take out a subject which they don't believe is going to be beneficial. I agree that English should be a compulsory subject. Same with maths, but I don't think that science, things like science, which I know is compulsory for me, should be compulsory in that way. It's like, if the child doesn't think it's going to be relevant to them in their future occupation, then why should it be something we force upon them? Because it's just going to make them, you know, not enjoy school as much, not put as much effort in, basically be completely time consuming, and I wouldn't say pointless, but certainly their time could be spent better, I guess is the right phrase to use.
Yeah. In Ireland, it's, you have to do English, Irish, and maths, and the rest of it doesn't, like, you can pick whatever you want apart from that.
I think it depends on the school, but at least at our school we had to do English, maths, science, and some form of physical education activity.
Fucking hell.
But we were a sports college though, so I think that was mandatory.
Yeah. I will say, like, as an observer, and like, I don't think I'll get any hate for this, because I actually think it's really true, but the English education system is a fucking joke. Like, if I was in school in England or whatever, like, I would be the stupidest motherfucker walking the planet right now, because I've seen how little they even attempt to motivate students and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like the general consensus is that if you're seemingly an unmotivated student, or anything that could potentially be classed as like even remotely a troublemaker or whatever, they just do not give a single fuck about you, and that's that, and that's your whole life over, basically. Like, the Irish education system, there was a time when it was the second best in the world, like 10 years ago or something, and it's not anymore. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than the English one, and that's not like a point scoring exercise that I'm trying to say that Ireland is better than England, because I fucking hate Ireland. I wouldn't say that. But the English education system and the state of it just like fills me with nothing but like what's the opposite of positivity? It just fills me with this sort of hopelessness for like just education in that country. You know, there's a lot of people who just slip through the grid and don't have a good life because the education system is so bad, and I think that's fucking bullshit.
I left school when I was 17. I left 1 year through sixth form. I left primarily for personal reasons, which I won't go into. But I was so demoralised by school that I wasn't in a good place at the time, and let's not go there, but for me, I just remember thinking, I'm getting no help from teachers or anything. Like, when I was in my situation, there's not a lot they can do. They can't say, let's turn your life around, you know what I mean? But in the sense that, it felt as though I was sort of being forced to take these, I don't really know how to explain this, to be honest, but basically when I was in school and when I was in sixth form, it became like one of the worst times of my life because of the way the education system was set up to not give us a break. And I felt as though I was kind of, for the years I was there, for the 5 compulsory years and then the 1 year of sixth form, which obviously I left basically halfway through and didn't have to stay on at sixth form. I felt as though I had no other choice, and that because I had no break in my decision between GCSE and sixth form, I was sort of rushed into making a decision and to taking subjects I didn't really want to do because I felt as though I couldn't have time to think about my options and how I wanted to do it. And I've never understood why. Oh, no, yes, no, wait, no, yes,
no.
Oh,
referee! Are you gonna you're just gonna let that happen, ref? Alright, that's fine. I'll just let your family die. So that's totally fucking bullshit. That's what that fucking is.
But I've never understood why kids that get to the age of 16 and they need to start considering whether they're going to go to sixth form or college or whether they're not going to do anything. What a finish that is, under pressure! Under pressure, Elden Hero.
Shut the hell up.
Okay.
Shouldn't have even been a free kick anyway.
Why not?
I don't know. Wouldn't have hurt.
I wasn't watching, but
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't remember anything that happened. I'm just mad.
Good.
Yeah, like, fuck the education system. You know what though? There were a couple of teachers that I will always remember for actually looking out for me and actually making an effort to realize that I wasn't into it and that it was their job to try and just fucking get me to be interested in their stupid poxy basalt and sedimentary and igneous and all of that stupid shit that you learn in geography and stuff. But those are the ones that I'll remember. But in England, it just seems a lot more bleak to me, in all honesty. I hope no English people get offended by that. Like, it's a penalty. Yes. It's it's not a criticism on the country. I just think that the education system needs to be looked at.
Absolutely, it does need a big revamp. Don't you dare send him off either. Good, well done. Thank you.
Schmitz,
Thank you, virtual referee.
Schmitz, he's really good, that guy.
Yeah, the week. I'm out of questions.
Are you?
Yeah.
There's one here that I have from. Let's see. This is tricky because I need to not read out. Liam K says, do you think there's a fine line between being realistic and being overall negative about a situation? This is perfect for you.
I think you should answer that first.
Yeah, there is a fine line, no doubt about it. Like, you can be negative about everything in the world if you want, but like, and you can. It's hard because you can disguise pretty much any form of negativity as just realism. But at the end of the day, there is definitely a form of negativity that it gets to a stage where it just harms you and it harms everything you do. And like, I know all about it because I've talked about it on my channel. But sometimes you just have to see the positives in things. Like, that's a thing that people have to do. Like, I don't know. It's hard to fucking explain, I guess. I would need to think of an example where it's applied to me. I guess a good example for me is, for fuck's sake. Is YouTube is a good example for me. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I'll talk about it sometime in the future, but I don't really want to talk about it now. But yeah, basically that was my answer.
Okay. So
you've gone oh wait, maybe it's no, you've gone really quiet.
Oh, fuck's sake. Sorry, what was the question?
It was what's your favorite type of kangaroo? No, do you think there's a fine line between being realistic and being overall negative about a situation?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's as you said, that question is kind of perfect for me because I am pessimistic. Like, I have no doubt in my mind I'm pessimistic, but I am also a pessimistic realist. You know, it's like when people say stuff like, I've been single for 21 years. I'm 21, obviously.
So you've been single for all of those years.
Yeah, but the point is, you know, like I always say stuff like, oh, you know, oh no, yes, stories. Yes, get out. Sorry, I always say stuff like hashtag forever alone or something stupid, like just for a laugh. And it's like people are saying, oh, stop being so pessimistic. It's like, well what? You know, what experience can I be optimistic about? Because this is all I've learned. Do you know what I mean? Like, if your whole experience of a certain aspect is negative, then how are you supposed to be optimistic about it if you've got no reason to be? So I don't understand why, you know, when people say you can't be a realist, you are either a pessimistic or an optimistic person. I don't see that. You know, you can be a realist. You can be based in reality, if you will. Yeah, you may have influence on negativity. For example, YouTube. Like, I was always so pissed off, like I never gained subscribers. Since the beginning of FIFA 14, I've gained a ton. Yeah, I'm still pessimistic about it because that's who I am. But that doesn't mean that there are certain instances, like I say, in my love life, if you will, that I can be negative, but for a valid reason, for a realist reason.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I consider myself a pessimist. But I think before that, I would consider myself to be a realist. I don't think that I'm pessimistic about everything. I think I'm pretty good at... You know the saying, it is what it is. I think I'm pretty good at, like, whatever applying that to every situation is, and then trying to make what I can out of it, maybe.
Yeah, no, I think that's right, to be honest. I think that's a good description of yourself.
Well, the last question that we have is from Philip Dillon, and he says, favourite Die Hard film. Just because I know that Docs hasn't seen any fucking Die Hard movie.
The one with the
green lightsaber and the burning corpse.
The Bruce Willis, and he beats a guy up, and you know.
You should like really watch the Die Hard movies. They're absolutely brilliant.
Really?
Yeah, they're objectively brilliant as well.
What are they about?
The Die Hard 1 is about a group of terrorists take over this hotel. And I think they're seizing government bonds or something like that. Basically, it's money. It all adds up to money. No, it's actually it's a company bonds. But they're stealing it from the boss of this woman who's living in LA. And her husband is John McClane, and he's from New York. He's a cop in New York, and he's coming to stay with her for Christmas while they try and work things out. And yeah, it's at the Christmas party. It's a Christmas movie at its core. It's basically Home Alone. It's literally the exact same movie as Home Alone. It's a Christmas movie. The overall message of it is a unifying one that, you know, sources some form of Christmas spirit. But yeah, it's just that. It's John McClane decides to battle the terrorists by himself while trying to find help elsewhere and stuff. And it's a fucking brilliant movie, and everyone should watch it because it's a classic, and it is the pinnacle of 80s action movies. There is not a better 80s action movie than Die Hard. And if you think Lethal Weapon is, you're fucking wrong. And you're also stupid. So, you know, there it is. Okay. Yeah, but no, you should watch Die Hard. Right? You should watch Die Hard 2 as well. And Die Hard with a Vengeance. They're all brilliant.
How many are there?
There are 5 overall, but the 5th one is not so much.
Is that the one where the terrorists win?
It's the only one that's based outside of America. It's in Russia, but it's just not good. It's carried out more closer to like a B movie than an actual movie. But Die Hard 4 is really good, and that's from like 2004 or maybe 2006 or something.
No, I might give it a go.
No, you will. You'll watch Die Hard.
Okay.
Alright, good. I'm glad
that's settled then. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. You just won 2 fucking games in a row.
I know, I'm good. This side, I'm telling you, is unbeatable.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, I've lost one to it already, but you know.
I'll play with my fucking Neymar team next time. Then we'll see who's unbeatable.
What's the Neymar side?
It's Neymar, Inform Alexis Sanchez, El Shaarawy, Team of the Year, Thiago Silva, second Inform Benatia, Inform Maxwell maybe, second Inform Maicon. Are you not getting it that it's a good team?
No, I'm getting it. I'm just saying it's I've only lost one to this side so far, and that was on penalties. So,
well, that counts.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I just wish that Elia was better because he's actually a really bad player, and Schmitz is so. It just doesn't look right. It's like because I can get Royce and Alaba. Obviously when I get tons of coins, but it's like then I lose the 5-star skills.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the. all Elliot has to do is be a bit better, and even if he's not that good, even getting a gold left back would suit me. But
Schmelzer's pretty good.
Yeah, but he's not going to get 9 with Elliot.
Yeah,
Elliot won't get 9
You have to just YOLO it sometimes,
Well, that is a philosophy that I do live by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you do only live once.
Yeah.
Not really a philosophy as much as it is an accurate statement about the fragility of human life.
I'm sure that's exactly what was going through Drake's mind when he thought that.
Yeah.
Was it Drake that came up with that?
Yeah, it was. Drake and his fucking auto-tune groan decided to just come up with it. In between, the lines next to it are and
I like Drake.
I like Drake too, but his auto-tune groan is undeniable.
But you gotta say, he's a cunt.
Nah, I mean, Take Care is a good album. I like it. I like some of Nothing Was the Same, but
that's my favourite album. Is
really Nothing Was the Same.
I really like that.
I like the I don't know. I like a couple of songs, but I think Take Care is a better album. It's just got a better overall quality to it.
Yeah, you like Kanye's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy over Graduation, don't you?
Well, obviously, it's the best album he's ever made. He will never top that.
Better. Graduation was better.
No, that is literally wrong. That's objectively wrong. That's not even an opinion-based thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll change my mind.
Yeah, good.
No, I like Graduation. I think that's better. No. Anyway, that's my opinion on hip-hop albums and stuff. That's the end of the video.
Yeah, fuck this.